Welcome, NorCal Sports Network,
What's up, Joe?
where the San Francisco Giants take it on the chin. Yankees, the New York Yankees win. Yankees win. Yankees 6, Giants
What's up, Aaron?
2. Yeah.
What is going on? Oh my God. Man, it
And-
looks like a bunch of freaking little leaguers out there getting picked off, getting
Aaron Judge
doubled
tonight. Once. No. Aaron Judge, 2 bombs tonight. Oh my goodness. The Giants offense in the last 3 games has scored 4 runs.
Hey, how about good old Taylor
4?
Rogers?
4 or 5, maybe.
What was that?
Oh, I don't know. But the
Bailey
Yankees
gets doubled off. I don't even know what that was about.
Let me get into Bailey, guys. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Let's talk a little bit about this
What's up, Joe?
game here. Giants totally outclassed, at least for tonight. You know, it's a 3-game series, and that's why they call them a series. No one won the World Series in 1 game. But we'll take a look here at the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good tonight, Tyro Estrada, 2 for 4. Patrick Bailey gets 2 hits. He's part of the good, but he's also going to be part of the bad here.
Yaz got a double and an RBI.
Yaz gets a wind-aided double, yes, and an RBI. And that was about it on the good. I guess Sean Jelly had a scoreless 2 innings. So that is good for the Giants and Eric's fantasy team.
Yeah. I picked him up yesterday. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing though, man. Come on.
Yeah. All right. And then the bad. Let me get to the bad. The bad, the defense. I know that ball was hit hard by Judge to Wisely, and it was ruled a hit. That's an error all the way. I'm thinking that gets changed.
It's going to get changed. Come on.
There's just no way that was a hit. Come on. Who's the scorekeeper? Farhan's nephew or something? What's going on? That was an error. I'll tell you what.
Maybe it was Aaron Judge's family because they want to get him a hit. They also ruled that other one for the Giants a hit when it should have been a
that was
as well.
That was a joke. I
don't know who the scorer was, but
scorer needs to get his head out of you know what. And the thing about the play that Wisely made, he not only had a chance to grab it, he missed it the first time. He missed it the second time. And I'll say this. If that was Marco Luciano that did that, Kruk and Kipe would have been all over him, and they're defending Wisely. And that really irritates me because it's just, just call it like it is. Hard hit, but he should have had it. It's the major leagues. Yeah, exactly, Hiroku. That's why you overpay for a power hitter. Imagine if they would have went to 420 on Judge. Just paid him. This ballpark can't hold him.
No. But did he really want to be a Giant? I think he wanted to be a Yankee more than he wanted to be.
But the Giants dicked around and only offered him $360 for the Yankees to match. They're so stupid the way they run things, just plain stupid. If you don't, maybe the Giants really didn't want him. That's the problem.
And maybe he really wanted to be a Yankee. He just wanted them to pay a little bit more.
Well, if the Giants wanted him, you think that 420 was going to hurt him? Come on. They could have went 10 420 instead of what they end up going. 9,360 or was it
9,360, right?
It was 9 or 10. Yeah.
I think it wasn't it 9,360? I think so.
Yeah. Well, the politics ain't that great in New York, Giovanni, if you saw just what happened yesterday. So you can't say the politics in San Francisco.
It's specifically just the ballpark keeps people away. That's what it is.
So, yeah, they needed the money to pay Slaz. Exactly. 12 million for those two clowns.
No, they're on their way back, or one half of them was on their way back.
Look at that. 12 million for Slaz. 12 million. Add in Cobb, 22 million.
Yep.
Add in
Soler, who's a big zero.
12 million. Now you're at let's see, where was I at? Slaz 12 plus 10, 22 plus 13, 35 million. There's your Judge right there. What do you need all those other guys for? They're like the back end of your bench on fantasy baseball. All of them. Guys you don't want to play because you don't want your average.
Just one of your starters is taking a day off and you got to plug somebody in, right?
Come on.
Luke Jackson, 6.5. Very good, Grand Admiral.
Yeah, there's another 6. I mean, the roster building on this team is atrocious when you look at what you could have versus what you do have. It's just a matter of saying, do we want to have low quality depth or high quality superstar? That's
right. What's up, Daniel?
Yes, that's true, Giovanni. He did use the Giants. He wanted to be a Yankee. That's why the Giants had to blow the Yankees offer away. They couldn't just. You think the Giants are going to get anybody of a superstar magnitude matching?
Right.
Farhan has to know this.
Hold on. Before we get into this, let's finish the rest of the game because we need to get into Hicks.
Well, Hicks
What's going on, man?
Hicks is 6th in the league in 3-2 counts. He's another Blake Snell. If Blake Snell had enough innings pitched, he would be probably number 1. Maybe he already is. It's
so he goes deep. Or I should say he goes deep in the count, I should say.
Deep in the count, high pitch volume, not a lot of innings. He's going to wear out. He's going to have a dead arm after the All-Star break. Remember Cobb last year at the All-Star break?
Yes, had a dead arm after it.
What did he say? I'm tired.
I'm tired. Yep.
I'm tired. Yep. You don't think Jordan Hicks is going to be tired throwing more innings than he's ever pitched, and it's only half the season?
And let's talk about velocity because I was just taking a gander today. His fastball was averaging between 92 to 94. Occasionally he would hit 95. Remember the first couple of games? That two-seamer was sitting between like 95 and 97.
Right.
So there's something happening, and he's relying on that off-speed a lot. And what happens when you hang that off-speed stuff? Well, we saw today what Judge did with that off-speed, especially when it's right down the middle of the plate.
Yeah.
We've been saying this. Look, that there's going to be an issue with Hicks when he starts getting up in those innings pitched. And
what was he at 100 pitches roughly tonight?
He almost went to and what was that about? Why? Well, we kind of know why, but why in God's green earth would Melvin Sin
101?
Why would he send him out there for the 6th inning when he's going to have to face Judge again and he's already wearing down? I understand, but you know what? I understand you probably got to protect the bullpen, but that's your own fault, guys. That's your own fault. You guys got yourself in this predicament with having no 5th starter and having to go to a bullpen game and then having other pitchers that you got to go in and relieve.
The problem there is, Eric, is they are kind of like robbing Peter to pay Paul type deal.
Yes, correct.
They are trying to save the bullpen at the expense of Jordan Hicks because Jordan Hicks is going to wear down.
100%.
If he's not already starting to feel the effect.
Yes.
If you notice, he pitches pretty good the first 2-3 innings, and then
it starts leaking oil.
Yeah, and it's because of the pitch count. Nobody can keep going like that.
So I think we're starting to see something. I mean, I don't know if you guys in the chat, if you guys agree or disagree, that's fine. No big deal. But there's something there. There's got to be something there because he's not the same as he was. Don't get me wrong. He still has movement on that fastball, but that velocity is definitely different.
If the Giants really, really want to win, they would just sign Trevor Bauer. That would show that you're serious about winning. Trevor Bauer can eat up innings. He will give you a quality start. And I think he fires up the ball club. I really do. I think Trevor Bauer is a very likable baseball teammate. I think the way he carries himself, he has fun out there. He doesn't take himself so serious that he's, I hear you, NorCal Sports Report. There's no way they're going to sign him, not because he's not good enough to sign. It's because of the politics of the Giants and the city. And to that, I say, stuff it. Who cares? You know what? Get over it.
You know what, though? No other teams are. Look at the Baltimore Orioles. They need starting pitching even worse than the San Francisco Giants. And they're not out there reaching for Trevor Bauer. There's something going on. It's not just the Giants.
It's not with the team so much as it could be
baseball.
It could be with baseball. Baseball's it's a powerful lobbyist, and they've got Larry Bear would not tolerate Bauer, although Larry Bear sounds like worse than I'll say it. He's worse than Bauer. Hold on.
And just listen to this. Perfect example. Giants 2-hitter today. Who's the Giants 2-hitter today? Mike Yastrzemski. Who is the Yankees number 2 hitter today? Juan Soto. My gosh, man. I mean, talk about night and day as far as your lineup.
Yeah, usually your 2-hitter is your best hitter.
Yeah, I know. And then you got Judge just clobbering the ball, but
yeah.
Woo! Oh, yeah. I saw Grand Admiral. You saw this, and as a matter of fact, I sent this to the group chat in the very beginning of the game. I said the same exact thing. What is up with San Francisco Giants fans in Oracle Park booing Juan Soto? If you're gonna try to quote unquote woo him to San Francisco because he's gonna be a free agent, why on God's green earth would you be booing the guy? He didn't do nothing.
Who knows? Maybe it was Yankee fans not wanting him to leave, and they're smart enough to know that Yankee fans are much sharper than West Coast fans.
It just doesn't make sense. And I get the Judge booing, but come on, that was 2 years ago. Get over it, man. You guys put your hand in. A lot of these fans probably were all happy with what Farhan's done. So why are you booing the guy? If you think the team is so great, why are you booing? It just made no sense. And they still boo Harper. I saw that too. I was like, why are you booing Harper? He didn't do nothing. He's the one that got thrown at, what was that, 7 years ago? But you're going to boo him. Oh, you know why they booed it? Because he signed with the Phillies and not with the Giants.
Yeah, whatever.
No, it's stupid, man.
Let me get to some baseball 101 here, guys. I want to talk about why some teams are and some players, and I wonder if this has something to do with the Giants' development of players versus other organizations. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about base running. How many base running blunders have we seen the Giants do, from Mauricio Dubon to Tyler Fitzgerald to Patrick Bailey tonight? And Bailey didn't just make one error on the base pass. He made 2 errors on the base path. And let me explain. First of all, Matt Chapman, not from the Giants organization, knows how to play baseball. It could be just players. I mean, Marco's done some good base runnings, not so good base running. But here's the point. Matt Chapman goes from first to third on that error, which they called a hit, by the way, He took third because he saw once the ball went through.
He got on his horse. Yeah.
He got on his horse, dove into third base. And then on a medium depth fly ball Matt Chapman, he's pretty fast. He took on Soto's arm and
that was a fantastic play at home
and made it. But here's the base running blunder of Patrick Bailey. I'm thinking, oh, he's on second base. And then the play's over and Bailey's on first base. And I'm thinking, when it's going to be a close play at the plate and you're on first base with one out, or how many outs were there? There was
I think it was
no
one
outs.
out. Or it was no outs. You're right. Correct. Because there was a double play after that. Yeah.
Right. There was no outs. Okay. Nobody out. Now, listen to this. Some of you guys will pick up on this pretty quickly. Some may not grasp it. But on a medium deep fly ball, you don't want that runner getting thrown out at the plate. Because there's a high likelihood that you have a chance. If that ball a little better throw, he's out as far as the bounce, So you take off from when you're at first base and you see that he is fully committed, you take off for second, make that first baseman make a decision to cut it off and throw Bailey out so the run does score. And if he lets it go because that guy thinks he's got a clean shot at getting him out, you're on second base, Bailey. And that does two things: puts you in scoring position with one out, or possibly two outs if he's out at the plate. But if he's safe at the plate because the throw came through and he's safe, you're on second with one out. You avoid. Now you get out of the double play. Mm-hmm. Now you just stayed on first. And what does Wisely do? Hits into a double play. These are little things in baseball that.
And what type of pitcher is
Strowman? He's a ground ball pitcher.
There you go.
This is where. Yeah, thank you, Morkatna, for the compliments. We go a little deeper here than most any show because I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of the game, because this is just why the Giants lose games like this. If this is a one-run game, you got to take advantage of those extra bases. Chapman did his job. But see, you cut. If Bailey takes off, he makes that first baseman make the decision. He says, "Oh, I got an out right here. I see I can just catch it and throw it to I got Bailey snagged. I'll give up the one run." But if, let's say, Bailey's sitting at first and he's out at the home plate, now what are you doing? You didn't help your base runner out. Like when they got it first and third, and a runner tries to steal second because
the guy from first goes to second, right?
They're trying to they give him the run the bag because they don't want to have the runner from third take off, risk a bad throw, whatever. It's just little things like that just kind of bother me when I see that type of baseball being played, and it just gets overlooked. It just gets overlooked. It's something that good teams, championships, know how to do.
Right.
Teams know how to do.
And then don't forget about his base running.
Giovanni,
when he got.
Oh yeah, his base running.
Yeah. What was that? What the hell was he doing?
Who?
Bailey, when he was trying.
Oh, yeah.
He got all twisted around, and then
what happened is he misread he looked at the outfielder and not the ball. He thought not Verdugo, but who's playing center out there? The former
Grisham.
he thought Grisham got such a late break on it that the ball was going to drop.
He almost fell over at second base.
Yeah. Yes, Mark, you're correct. The throw is up to the catcher whether the throw gets off because he's going to yell, cut, cut, cut. And if he doesn't yell cut, the ball's coming through. So it's a perfect opportunity for Bailey to take second base, though. So what Bailey, it's just, I don't know. But this comment over here by Giovanni, Dan, how come Kruko is always I don't know, Giovanni. I really don't understand it. Some of it's starting to bother me the way it is. The Giants are just not a bright organization when it comes to their prospects because they tear them down enough that they lose their value. They tore Joey Bart down enough. He had no value. If you keep tearing down Luciano, you're going to lower his value. I think they're sending a wrong message. I think the hamstring is probably nothing, and that Luciano will be back in the minors in 10 days off of this IL. Ryan says trade Soler, put Conforto at DH this season and Luciano next year. You could do that. You could keep Conforto out in left field, move Ramos to right. There's other options. You can make Luciano DH even this year. I don't know. There's some options. But Soler is more and more, the more I see him, he's a free swinger that you just, if you get up on the count on him, he's done because you just got to throw him the ball away, a little off the plate, close enough to make it look like it's a strike. If he hits it, he's not going to knock it out of the park because he's lost his power. He's going to be reaching, and he's probably going to strike out in doing so.
Dan, what do you think about this Matos leading off? They need to address that, don't they?
I don't like it.
Why? Why are they doing that? They're setting it up for failure? That's what they're doing.
They've had. Let me just take a look at something here. I want to see if he's the leadoff hitter. I believe he is. I'm just going to check. Box score. Yep, he's the leadoff hitter. What's his on base percentage? 328. I personally would go out and get a Jazz Chisholm or some other leadoff hitter that can actually be a true leadoff hitter. And let me look and see who the leadoff.
How about Arias?
I was just going to check him. I'm not sure if he is a leadoff hitter for San Diego. He is. Yeah, 4 for 5 tonight, by the way. Gee whiz. Gosh darn it. The guy's hitting 342. It's like, I'm telling you, Giants had their chances. I could have made that trade. Seriously. I would have traded for Arias back in April. I would have beat Preller to the punch. I was talking about it all spring training into April. Go get Arias. His on-base percentage is 380. You got to move Matos to a different spot. I really think their best outfield right now would be probably Chisholm in center, Matos in left, Ramos in right. Now you got speed. Go ahead and move Conforto to DH or trade him.
I know what it is.
For something.
You know who's coming soon to lead off. Come on.
Slater?
Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Of course, man. Look at today.
What do we got here saying, yes, you did, Jan?
Look at that. Slater got a hit and a run scored. Look at that. Conforto, 1 hit.
What is this comment? I don't know what this means. Yes, you did, Dan. Did what? What'd I do? Am I guilty? What? I don't understand what comments like that are.
Well, they're commenting because they're going to comment on whatever you're saying.
But what? Yes. Oh, about Arias. Oh, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I said I want. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Lou Marson says, Dan. I'm not sure.
What's up, Lou?
I know Lou texted me earlier during the ball game about Marcus Strowman, and we talked about Marcus Strowman being a good pitcher for this park.
Yeah, he's a ground ball pitcher, right?
Yeah, probably would have been better than Snell.
Probably would have been anybody right now.
And cheaper.
Robert Rothberg would be better than Blake Snell right now.
Think about how many innings did Mr. Strowman go tonight, gang?
7 or 8, right?
No, he went into the 7th inning. He went 6 1/3, I believe.
6 1/3. Gotcha.
Yeah. He went 6. Come on, where's my box score? Yeah. No, he went 7 1/3. Sorry. He went into the 8th inning.
7, see? Yeah.
7 1/3. Imagine what that does for your bullpen. He left the game and they only needed 5 outs.
Yep. That's it. Exactly. So now they're set up for the rest of the series.
5 outs. While Hicks went 5 1/3. So
4 earned, 5 runs, right? Something like that.
Yeah. That may get changed if that error goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't they score that inning on that, or did they not?
Oh, wait, no. The error wasn't on that inning.
They didn't score on Wisely's so-called error?
No, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Because it wasn't, because it was when Judge hit it. It was the first inning, right?
Yep. That is the case. That will be the case, Senior.
100%. 100%. That's exactly what I said. Did I not say that? It's going to happen, man. Slater is coming. Ahmed is coming. He starts his rehab tomorrow.
Oh, he does?
Porto is coming. Yeah. It's coming.
Oh.
Look, guys, 2 of the 3 are going bye-bye. Well, one of them already is because
yeah, I agree, Johnny T. I agree. Johnny T 16. I think by benching Wisely, you did mess with the chemistry of the club. They were winning, even though he made a couple of errors. Look,
yeah, true.
The kid made how many errors in the field? The actual dropped. Forget the one that they called on him that they haven't changed. The one on that was Tyro's, and the one he threw him the back. I'm talking about how many did
3.
3 balls he bobbled or messed up on, right? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. It happened. Just leave him out there. If he does it in the next game or 2 consecutive, does 4 or 5 of these, then you got to move on him. But let him work it through. Let him work it through because, it's all on how you handle the message. Because if you just get down on him and everybody's down on him, then he's going to get worse feeling it. And no, Lou, they're not going to. Yeah. Martin, stick to one thing, Dan. Luciano, they just had to treat him better. What Lou is saying, no way Baltimore gets rid of Jackson Holiday.
Happening.
No way.
No way.
There's one way for the Giants to get Jackson Holiday right now, and one only. And that is Luciano, Webb, and Duvall. and you can have Jackson Holiday.
That ain't happening now.
Luciano, Webb, and Duvall. Would you do it?
Nope.
I would. You wouldn't
For a
do it if you were the
prospect?
Giants?
I would trade a prospect for someone like an Alonso or something like that. I wouldn't trade a Webb and a Duvall for a Jackson Holiday. I wouldn't do that. Nope. I go the other way around. I'll go the other way around.
He's 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah, I know, but you still don't know.
There's everybody. There's too much. He's got too much on him. I don't even know. Senior says Baltimore wouldn't do that deal. Who would do that? Who says no to that deal? Giants or Orioles?
Orioles, I think, say no.
Webb, Duvall, and Luciano.
Well, I think both.
For Jackson Holiday. You got a starting pitcher in Webb who signed for like 4 or 5 years. Duvall under team control.
I would not trade for Bo Bichette. Have you seen his numbers right now? Maybe he'll change, but right now, Bo Bichette isn't exactly setting the world on fire. I don't know.
Dan would do that trade. And yes, I would, Aaron. Yeah, Orioles probably never will trade him.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. Well, to be honest with you, with how many starting pitchers they got going down, maybe they would.
The Orioles?
I didn't even think about that. They got a lot of injuries to their starting rotation.
Who's down now?
John Means and someone else. They're going both two. There's 2 pitchers. John Means and another guy. They're both going Tommy John.
Well, shoot, if I'm Farhan, I'm working the phones and giving up a pitcher for give me Colton Cowser. Or give me
Kobe
somebody. Mayo? Give me one of their guys. What's Kobe Mayo play? Shortstop? 2?
Third base.
Third. He's blocked.
Yep. He's blocked.
Holiday plays short, right? Kerstad plays,
guy, I think. Yeah.
Kerstad plays second.
Yeah, he's blocked right now.
Baltimore needs a closer. Yeah.
Yeah, their closer had Tommy John, right?
Randy Rodriguez. Not a true closer. I mean, I bet you could Hicks or Duvall.
Robert, I beg to differ. Webb is in his prime. Duvall is getting ready to enter. He's still young. He's getting ready to enter his prime, right? Isn't the prime like around what, 27, 28? Yeah.
27, 28. Yep. Crawford hit a jack tonight for St. Louis. You seen Brandon Crawford? He looks like he's been munching on some donuts there with his downtime.
Did you see what he did after he hit the home run?
No.
Made a nice diving diving stab and threw the guy out at first. Yeah.
Awesome. He's wanting to play more. He actually said he was hoping to play more than he's actually playing. They did lose 4-2, which actually helps the Giants. Padres lost tonight, they won. They came back.
Dodgers lost to the Rockies.
Rockies are winning again.
Yes, they are.
Giants just kind of the ones that put a hole in their let me see what the
Will Martinez says Giants need a power bat like Kyle Tucker. We need left-handed power. Tucker can play first, right, left. Astros will definitely be sellers. It's funny how you say that because Dan, you put out an interesting tweet this morning talking about Solera is supposed to be your damn power bat, right? But you put out that tweet, that article in Miami, right?
Right.
There's a reason why Miami did not offer Jorge Solera a qualifying offer. First, they thought he would take it, and they didn't think he was worth the $20 million.
Right.
But that should tell you something. See, I didn't even think about this. Shouldn't that have perked the ears of Mr. Farhan Zaidi, thinking, hey, the guy just had a monster year in Miami, but they don't want to give him a qualifying offer? Wouldn't have that? Shouldn't that send like your spidey senses? Hey, something ain't right here. But yet Farhan goes out there, offers him the 3-year contract. He jumps all over it because he's got some longevity. But it's bad. I mean, what we're
Sounds like
talking.
they did not go after Reese Hoskins much, but they went after JD Martinez and he turned them down.
Yes,
And
it's
so
interesting.
Soler was the
Yep,
only
the only
power
option
hitter.
left. Yeah, the only quote unquote power hitter. But you got to hit the ball to get the power. But I mean, this is looking bad. This is looking really bad because the guy. We're in June now, guys. Tomorrow is June 1st.
Oh, the beginning of June swoon.
Yeah, there you go. And what? Come on, I don't want to hear. He's gonna put it together. Come on, he's been playing baseball for 2 months and he looks absolutely lost at the plate.
Come on.
There's lost.
Come on. He's hitting 199.
Yeah. Lost, man. So what are you going to do with this guy? Tell me, look at the history of Farhan Zaidi's 3-year contracts. Not one of his 3-year contracts have ever panned out. Tommy La Stella, Haniger, Soler, who's the other three? DeSclafani. How many 3-year contracts is he going to fail at? It's absolutely ridiculous. But this guy's a genius, right? This is where you want to put all your eggs in a basket with this guy. Come on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Come on. People, open your eyes.
Ryan says
Get that 2021 crap, get it out of your mind.
Hold on here. Is that true? Is that true? Let's take a look.
I don't give a crap about optimism, Robert. Can the guy perform? And if the team that he just had a monster year with doesn't want to have anything to do with him, that tells you something. I don't give a crap about optimism. You got to go with what the hell's going on out there.
Let's see what
there's something going on.
Let's see what Jorge Career Soler is. Let's see what Jorge Career Soler is. Where everything's backwards here on the Sports Network California. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. Northern Cal Sports Network. Yes, Jorge Soler, he says, has hit 14 homers only one time. No, that would be actually incorrect, but almost, Ryan. Twice. He hit 48 and 19. He hit
the
36
juice ball
last year.
The juice ball year, 2019. Don't forget.
Oh, wait, he hit 27 too. He's done it 3 times.
And yes, last year he hit 36.
He hit 48. He hit 27, 36. So it's 3 times. Looks like right now he's probably, let's see what he's tracking. He's tracking for this year.
Today was game 58. He's got 6 home runs.
Well, this is 162 game average for his career, not for this year. It's not telling us what he's tracking this year. But how many games they played?
58.
Okay, so 60 times 58. That's 58. That's over 40% divided by 162. No, 35%, 158. So at 35%, let's say 2/3 more. He's tracking for about 18, not even. He's tracking about 17 homers right now this year.
7. How many home runs has he had in May? 1. I think he had 5 in April. Yes,
that's right.
5 in April, and he's had 1 in May.
Yeah.
And it's supposed. When the weather warms up, he's gonna be pumping it out of here. Get out of here, man.
Let's see. 15 RBIs. Matos has more RBIs in a week. In 1 week.
Right. Correct. Yep.
Oh boy. Batting average, which is now 199 after tonight. Yikes.
That's bad.
You know, if you go with that's a good point. Niner Empire, Jorge Soler equals Chris Davis. That guy, the A's had power, but he, couldn't play in the field. He had like a chicken for an arm. Just couldn't throw. And man, this is
And here, we haven't talked about this either, Dan. This is 3 games in a row where the Giants have not shown much offensively. 3 games in a row.
mm-hmm.
It's like all of a sudden it's just shut down.
Yeah, it's
what do you make of that?
I think Lamont Wade being out of the lineup is a big factor, is a huge factor. I think Marco Luciano being out of the lineup. Okay. The guy is a threat. I don't care what anybody says. Just seeing that guy come up and swing the bat, he puts a little fear in the opposition. Yeah, Lou, I saw that. Pomerantz, Jackson Reitz, and McKenna
are back.
Cleared waivers and are now back on the 40. And Pomerantz, as all the vets do, take off for free agency. They say, I'd rather be unemployed than be with the Giants system, where the other guys are just like, I'm just glad to have a job.
Yeah.
Danny had 1 RBI. Who we talking
Luciano
about?
only had 1 RBI.
It's all right. Senior, he didn't have any home runs either. I know you make a big deal out of that. They'll come. He was getting on base. He was making things happen. You don't have to always he's also batting 9th. Put him in the 5th spot, 6th spot, and see how many RBIs.
To be honest with you, I think the biggest blow is the Lamont Wade. That's the biggest blow.
Of course it is.
That's the biggest blow.
Yeah.
I mean, how many runs are they averaging in the last 3 games? I think less than 2. I think.
Yeah, less than 2. Yeah. I like I like Marco's energy. I like his enthusiasm on the bases. Is just out there playing. They did him dirty, in my opinion, because he was struggling in the field, and instead of letting him play and showing confidence in him, they benched him, which made him
no. They didn't bench him. He's hurt. He was injured.
Yeah,
he was injured.
And they benched him 4 games first.
Well, I mean,
so.
To an extent, they have to ride the bench at least 1 or 2 games, right? To an extent. I mean, when you do that, you got to at least bench them 1 or 2 games.
Well, 1 game was fine. The next game, they were facing Mania.
Yeah, I agree with.
Should have put him back out there.
That makes sense.
But this team is a platoon team. Look, guys, you're gonna see the effects of this team start to fade because number 1, you got Trenton Brooks at first base. You got Brett Wisely at shortstop.
He got his first hit.
Yeah.
Hey, man, catalyst.
Good. Happy for him. Happy for his family.
But he's not the future.
He's not even the present. Okay, come on. Let's be honest. I'm happy for the kid. He's 28. He got his opportunity in the big leagues. Maybe he'll get a hold of one someday and knock it out of the park. But he's not a big leaguer. Come on, let's be honest. Wisely, he's going to fall back to earth, guys. It's just, the fact that these 2 guys are in your starting lineup, it's just going to make everything else get weaker and weaker. And now you're going to bring back Slater, and then you're going to bring back Ahmed, and then you're just going to go from a fun.
Hey, Casey's back up.
Yeah, Casey's back up.
But it's a platoon. That's why Wisely was out there.
It's a platoon. So Casey rarely gets to play because 70% of the pitchers are right-handed. And that's why Trenton Brooks is out there and not Wilmer Flores. Wilmer Flores, the proven vet. Let's go with a 28-year-old career minor leaguer and stick him out there because we'd rather have an advantage over a big league experienced hitter. Come on. Give me a stinking break.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Ahmed comes back. Schmidt goes back down.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You can see Ahmed goes back, and then Wisely is up for
Conforto comes up. Ramos rides the bench. Slater comes back. Ramos.
You're going back to Zalive says. You're going back to old,
AAA.
boring, and tired. Hey, you're gonna. The only reason I put this hat back on is they got exciting, and I was like, "Golly, we're getting to see some fun again."
Yeah, it was fun for a while.
And I think I told you guys that they will have a fun streak of 10, 12 games. Did I not? About 2 weeks ago when they were sucking the bed, right? And I said they're going to have one. I don't think it'll be a 10-game winning streak, but they're going to have a good streak. Every team does, but they'll fall back. And I think you're going to see this up and down all year long. I don't think they go 5 games above 500 or 5
games above or below.
I think they got a higher likelihood of going 5 below than 5 above.
And I don't know how many people heard Farhan on KMBR yesterday. He said Ramos is not going down anytime soon.
Soon meaning like 2 weeks.
Exactly. You got to read between the lines, guys. We all understand how Farhan operates. It wasn't a glowing endorsement of having Ramos staying up. He said he's not going down anytime soon.
Did you hear what
I equal?
Did you see Dave's Jiggets, whatever, GG Giants tweet?
What'd he say?
He said he could have just said no to the question. Like, is Ramos going back down?
Exactly.
No.
He didn't say no.
He's not,
because the whole thing is you say anytime soon as Slater is ready to go, which isn't anytime soon.
Oh yeah,
as he comes back, he's gone.
They're waiting for Slater to get they're waiting for Slater to go like 5 for 8, 5 for 9, hit a home run.
Right back up.
Oh, he's ready to go. He's worked it out. And
I don't know who goes down. Is it Ramos or Matos? It's going to be one of them. It's going to be one of them is going to ride the bench. The other one's going to go back to Sacramento.
Yeah. Tell you what, they're going to ruin the vibe of the team and the fans. You think the fans want to see Austin Slater? Come on. They've seen enough of Austin Slater. Can you put up the Slater Slaz? We've seen enough of these 2 Siamese twins here, Slaz. We've seen enough of them. And the nipple over there on Slater, man. Come on. It's like
I'm not looking at that, but whatever. Okay.
Man. Slater's been here 8 years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the longest tenured Giant.
Yeah, the longest tenured Giant. And he's like, wow.
And he's a part-time player. How does a bench player last in an organization for 8 years? How does that happen? A strictly bench player is on your team for 8 straight years.
He's like, well, Farhan, you let me go. He's like, Farhan, you let me go. I'm telling the league office about your shenanigans of manipulating the roster and telling them none of these guys have been hurt. You're sending down with fake injuries. So
exactly, Matthew. He's here to hit lefties. And how many times are you going to face lefties?
1 out of every
a starter. That's why he only has 1 at bat.
About 1 out of every 3 to 4 games. It's like, maybe 1 out of 3, something like that. So what does that give you? 1 out of 3 gives you what, about 54 games?
Something like that, right?
Is that it? 54 times 3, 106, 162, I mean. Close to it. 54 times 3. Yeah. About 54 games, roughly. Or if you just took 162 times, say, 30%, it's about roughly 50 games is what Slater would start. Yeah. So what Farhan is saying, think about this.
Come on, think about it. Exactly.
No, think about this.
Think about it, people. Just think.
No, think about this. You don't even know what I'm going to say yet. Think about this.
Think. You got to think. Think. Remember Blues Brothers?
Think about this for the fourth time. He thinks Trenton Brooks is more valuable on the field than Wilmer Flores.
No, do you think he's more valuable, or is it just because it's Platoon?
Well, more
it's
valuable.
Just Platoon.
More. No.
Is
more
it value?
No.
Is it value, or is it that 0.2%
more valuable that game? For that game, he believes that Trenton Brooks is more valuable than Wilmer Flores for that game.
Fair enough.
That's what platooning is. You're more valuable to me on the field playing Brooks. That's the whole thing of the platoon. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, Trenton Brooks. All right, fine. He's just a player. I have nothing against Trenton Brooks. It's just all the analytics crap that I can only take so much of, because it's not like Wilmer Flores is worn out at this stage. He's hardly played.
True.
And what did he do the last game he was in?
I think he had 2 hits, right?
Let's just take a look. Wilmer Flores, the last game he played was Wednesday, correct? Giants were off Thursday. Let's see. What did Wilmer do? Giants got 1 run, and Wilmer Flores was 2 for 4 with a ground rule double. Okay, what do we know about Wilmer Flores? When he's hot, he stays hot. Yeah, has he been hot yet this year?
Nope.
Okay, then why don't we just squash it? Why don't we just squash it and just stick him back on the bench again?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Wilmer Flores hit how many home runs in Cincinnati?
Oh, well, how many did he hit? It's like
4, 1,
right?
2, 3, or 4.
I think it was 4. Yeah.
What? And they went. Hold on here. I'm just going to pull this.
They split the series. Yeah.
I am going to pull this up here. I'm going to show you something, guys, that's going to blow you away. That pisses me off. Just give me 30 seconds to pull this up, and I will show you what I'm talking about.
Dan is ready to blow your mind.
Because I come with facts, people. I come with facts. All right, here we go. Here is the facts. This is why this organization goes nowhere. Nowhere under Farhan. Okay. Giants last year, games number 94 and 95, 96, 97. Okay, here we go. They won the first 2, lost the next 2. Let's just pull this up. Wait a minute. What happened?
You just went to the Reds.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. I got it. I need to click on the
Okay, you're back.
Game. Now. I want to click on the game.
Click on the date. Is that what you do?
Maybe that's what I do. There we go.
There it is.
Box score, guys. Wilmer Flores, 3 for 5. Okay, keep that up, Eric. 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
3 for 5. And any home runs in this game?
No, it was one RBI. It said
he might have hit a solo. Let me see.
Maybe let's look. HR.
Where's HR?
Flores, number 9, 6th inning off Williams.
Okay, 1 homer, 3 for 5. Got it? Let's
I'm
go back
guessing
to let's go back to game 2. Date 18. Flores 2 for 3, 5 RBIs.
Oh, I bet you hit a home run. Maybe a couple.
Where's my home runs?
There
Where
we
you see?
go.
Where you see?
HR Flores 2. How
Okay.
about that?
Okay, so now what is he? Got the totals?
All right,
3
he's
home-
5 for 8 with 3 home runs.
Okay, let's go back one more game. Let's look at the next game here. Game 3, Flores 1 for 4, no homers. Okay, let's go back. You got the totals?
1 for 4, got it.
Okay, the last game of the series, the Giants lost 5-1. I think it was on a Flores home run, their only run. 1 hit, 1 RBI. Yep.
1 for
It's the only
3.
run and a home run. Because that's the only run they got.
Gotcha.
And it was, I'm pretty sure it was a home run. No? Wait, where's my home run? Come on.
Home run, Flores.
Flores. Okay, there we go. Okay, what did he do for the series?
7 for 15 with 4 home runs.
7 for 15. That's
Oh, I didn't even see how many RBIs altogether that was. That was what?
He had 5 the second game. He had
And then 1
game.
on the other 3, so 8 RBIs. And there goes Dan. Just kicked himself out of the. Oh my gosh. All right, just give it a few minutes. Dan will be back shortly.
How does that happen?
Every time, man. Without fail.
All right. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet making my point. I know it's a long point, but I have to prove the facts. I'm like a prosecuting attorney here, building my case for why the Giants are. Come on. Okay. What did Wilmer Flores do? 7 for 15, 4 homers, and 8 RBIs?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Okay. Look, guys, and a lot of that was off right-handed pitching. Okay. We go to Washington on the 21st.
Not in the lineup.
The lineup. Wilmer Flores.
Pinch hit.
0 at bats.
Took a walk. Right?
Probably.
Probably took a walk.
Pinch hit. Not in the ball game. Let's go back. Let's look at the next game. Wilmer Flores. Nowhere to be found.
Nope.
Okay. Finally, the third game of the series, Flores is back in there. 2 for 4. Okay. So now he's 9 for 17.
Yes.
Okay. You guys, my point is that I'm trying to make is this team's idiotic. Wilmer is starting to heat up and they bench him.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't do that for a guy by the name of Trenton Brooks. Okay? Dude, get a bigger screen. Is he talking to me? Or
Yeah.
What?
So it's easier to navigate if you get a bigger screen.
Oh, well, I've got another bigger screen, but I'm not hooked up over there. So here's my point. No, this ain't a tablet. Look at that. That's a 15, 16 inch laptop.
With the light blocking half the screen.
Yeah, the light does block my
Yeah.
screen, so it kind of inhibits my but it is covering the eject abort a button, so I can't accidentally kill the show.
Kill the show. Larry did that one time. That shit was funny.
Yeah. So guys, just don't don't plan on the Giants going anywhere this year, please.
Hold on, Dan. Let's talk a bigger picture here. Then, who was managing last year?
Farhan.
Okay. Who's managing this year?
Farhan.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Clarification.
Come on.
Clarification.
Come on.
Farhan fans are all over this, right? Is that what
I'm
you're
not
saying?
I'm not saying Wilmer is like the greatest hitter in the world.
No, I get what you're saying.
The point is he's better than Brooks.
He's better than Brooks.
And he's starting to hit, but you got to play your stinking at all costs platoon system for half your guys. And it's the same thing. If I'm telling you, if they had the other guys, that were up, if they weren't short on outfielders, we know Slater was platooning with Yaz before he went down, right?
Yep.
It's just the way it is. And now Ahmed's going to platoon with Wisely.
Yep. Well, I think actually Ahmed may wind up maybe taking majority of it.
It's possible,
but there is a high possibility they go with the platoon.
Yeah. I mean, they look, they put Ahmed out there every day. And they got Slater and Yaz at the good luck, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Chapman will continue to go back to where he was. You know where Chapman is? He reached 250 the other day. Do you know
where is he now? Where's he at now?
Matt Chapman is.
He was on a hot streak, right? And now all of a sudden it's kind of.
I told you it would end.
Yeah.
Matt Chapman is now batting 237. So he's right about where his career average is, 240. I told you he's going to be between 220 and 240. I think his floor could even go lower if they get into where guys start getting tired. Guys are wiped out, and then they get go back to these vets that can't hit. Good luck. With Wade out, this is where an aggressive general manager would go out and make a big move. He's going to wait for Lamont Wade.
I'm back.
Why? Because he's still going to be in the playoff hunt because the league stinks.
Yep.
If this was the old days of, you win the division and one wild card, it'd be like over.
Get rid of that third wild card, please.
The third wild card, even the second wild card's a joke.
Yeah.
They did it for more money for playoffs.
Of course.
But it's watered down the game. It waters down the game. So, 162, it's like not even worth anything anymore. Just win your 85 games and you're in.
Yeah, I know. What is that?
You used to have to win 90 just about practically to make the playoffs.
Yes, that was, you had to win at least 90 to even be talking about getting into the playoffs.
Yeah,
now it's 85. Hey, we're good. That's what? What's 85? 3 games above 500. Come on.
Or 4? Yeah, 4. Yeah. No, you end up 85 and 77, so you end up 8 games. Yeah, it's an 8 games. Yeah. Yeah, 2 games over 500. Which would be 80. Right. Winning 83 is 4.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Even that, though, 83 may even get you in.
This year, maybe.
Yeah. That's nuts, man.
Heck, the way they're watering this game down, they're going to have a sub 500 team one day make the playoffs at 80 and 82. You watch. It wouldn't be surprising if it happened. This is the year.
Did you see that tweet I sent out with Codify talking about how many teams this year has batted as a team? How many teams? Okay, let me ask you guys this. In all 30 teams, how many teams has a team average of 260 as a team batting average? How many? Let me hear. And Senior, don't say it. Mark,
5?
don't say it.
10?
Come on, how many teams have a
6?
team average of 260 or better?
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Alive says 3.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Batting average
23. Big Wheezy wins 0. Now, one team in the major leagues currently has a team batting average of over 260.
But back in
Zero.
2000, how many were there?
Zero.
How many were there in 2000?
Oh, what was it like 3 or wait? No, 2000. No, what was it like?
24?
20 something. 24. That's right. Not that long ago. 0 teams in the major leagues has a team batting average of 260. 0.
Yeah, the sport sucks right now. It really does.
And this is what the rule changes, guys. This wasn't this supposed to help?
Well, they might want to put some air back in the ball and get rid of those humidors.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Every stadium has the humidor now.
Giants have a humidor too?
Yes, I think every stadium has the humidor.
What's the purpose of what is the purpose of the humidor? What is it for?
The ball. It's going to deaden the ball. That's what it's
Why?
do.
Why do you want to deaden the ball?
Who knows?
All that sells.
Yeah.
What the heck are you doing, Major League Baseball? Who's running this ship? Are you serious? Every stadium has a humidor? I thought it was
almost positive. I think that passed like about, what was it, like 3-4 years ago? I think every stadium has a humidor.
I thought it was just I thought it was just the inside stadiums.
Nope. Almost positive.
All right, I'm going to find out here. How many MLB stadiums have a humidor?
As of 2022, all MLB parks are required to store balls in humidors before games.
Even as of 2022, have humidors for storing baseballs before games. The humidors keep balls at a consistent temperature and humidity of 70 to 75, 70, and 50, which is intended to create a level playing field for all teams. Environmental factors.
That was after the juice ball. They tried to deaden it a little bit because I guess they thought that the ball was too live in 2019.
For example, if a city has a higher humidity than 57%, the humidor can lower the ball's humidity, which could make it travel farther and lead to more home runs. Interesting.
Wow. I don't know. Is it where's the home run?
The Rockies were the first team to install a humidor at Coors Field in 2002 to prevent baseballs from dying out in Denver's dry, high altitude. So it's supposed to make it actually the balls go further.
I don't think it's supposed to make it go further. No, because in Colorado has dry air, not moist air.
Right.
Home runs are down. Okay, well, there you go. I don't know if it's because of the humidor because it's been going on since 2022. It doesn't make it go further. I know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is in 22, an article. One of the biggest stories of here. I'll just show you. This was in
because no one cares about strikeouts. That's another thing. Hold on.
Here, look at this. This was in 22, an article from ESPN, May of 22. One of the biggest stories of the stinking things in my way. One of the biggest stories of the early going is the marked drop of homers, which dovetails into scoring. Two of the likeliest causes are the ball and the incorporation of the humidor in all 30 ballparks, up from 10 last season. Some other possible explanations are the abbreviated spring training, the unusual. Okay. So the humidor is causing, I don't understand why baseball would enforce that.
I know.
Look, the level playing field is called two teams playing on the same field. Mm-hmm. What does it matter if Colorado gets an advantage in their park? You're playing in it. I mean, it's not like Colorado's some juggernaut winning every game in Colorado. People go in there and kick their butts a lot. Just leave the stinking ball alone. Maybe what are they trying to have a consistent ball all the way around so that stats are more equal, the stats itself?
It's even more scary. Check this out. Another one from Codify. Jeez. From 1949 to 1999, there were 0 batters that had 60 or more strikeouts by May 29th.
Well, a lot of those, one thing I'll say, though, that's not a perfect stat because they played less games because they used to start the season around the 8th or 9th of April.
Okay.
Now they're starting it in March.
Let's look at 1994 to 2004.
Still.
It's still not many.
No, they started game opening day. Let's look at opening day. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
We're talking about strikeouts, though.
But you're talking about number of games.
No, we're talking about batters with 60 plus strikeouts, right?
By a certain date.
Right, by May 29th.
So they're playing 60 games. They've already played.
Was it starting or opening day was always like April 2nd or somewhere on there, right?
No, it's usually around the 8th, 7th. 1990. Let's pick 1997.
Try that.
Game results. All right. So we'll pull this up. And if I'm wrong, we won't look at it. Just like I said, they started April 1st.
There you go. But look at this. Even in 2014, you only had 5 players who had 60 or more strikeouts. We're in March, or we're here in 2024. You got 25 players that have 60 or more strikeouts. That's what that's what it is. It's all guts and glory, man. All guts, no glory. That's what it is. 100%. That's the type of baseball I don't like, man. It's just swinging for the fences, and who cares if you strike out?
See, here we go.
Come on.
Here we go. See, I knew I was half right. I wasn't off my rocker completely. 1968 season.
There we go.
April 10th was the first game. So they didn't, by May 29th, they had played in, in 45 games. And this year they played in over 50. So that's 10. That's a difference. So that codify, I blew a hole in it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to do is blow a hole in your hypothesis.
Okay, we could go from 1960. So we'll go from 19 whatever. Would you go 1997?
Well, 1997 was April 1st. So
we don't know when it started in the beginning of the month. Whatever. It's just all it's showing is that
what year was what was the year? Let me see your stat again. What was the year of
it
zero?
was not from 1949 to 1999. It was 0.
But what was the zero from 1949 to when?
1999 was 0 for 50 years. 50 years.
Gosh, see, because when I was a kid growing up, I always remember the games like starting
beginning of April. I remember that.
Yeah, it was always like 8th to the 10th because I grew up late. Let me do a game. Let's see. I was let's do 1980, the year I actually graduated high school. I went to the home opener. So let me see when that was. They didn't always open the season. Yeah, there we go. There we go again. See, this is 1980, April 10th.
Yeah, so there you go.
By May 29th, they had only played in
What's up, Val?
May 29th, they played in roughly 44 or 45 games. So it's about a 10 games difference because this year the Giants April 29th was 2 days ago on Wednesday, and they were played in 57 games, right? Because they're now 29 and 29, the Giants.
Yeah, they're back to 500.
Oh, yeah, that's 58. So they're 57. That's quite a difference. So codify actual stats don't really make a lot of sense there because they really have to factor in the number of
It's still
games.
pretty bad, though. Still pretty damn bad. Come on.
Yeah.
That's how. I mean, you can't paint it any other way. That's bad. Yeah, you might have an extra 10 games in there, but man.
Yeah, but you figure 10 games, how many strikeouts would that be about? About 7 to 8 at least, you would think?
Somewhere around there, maybe?
Yeah. So, but I definitely see the point, but it's a little, to me, it's a little off by.
But look how exorbitant it was. We're talking even between last year and this year is just crazy. In 2014, there was only like 5 players that did that. In 2014.
Five players.
5 players were at 60 or more strikeouts by May 29th.
How many today?
2024, 25. In 2019, it was 19. 2014 was 5. 2009, it was 4. 2004, it was 1. So, yeah, I mean, 20 years ago,
25 players. 25 players have
60 or more strikeouts.
Well, let's just have some fun here and let's see
who it is. Who's the strikeout leaders?
Let's see if we can actually find if. Come on, don't do that. Why does Google does it different? Okay. Dun 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 dun. Oh, thought I found one, but I did not. Who do you think I put in for who I was looking for? I'll find somebody.
You know what? I figured out when they started going a lot earlier. It was after the strike year. Because in
94?
Well, in 95, because in 95, they started way late, April 25th. But starting from 1996 on, it's always been, it said either March 31st or the beginning of April.
Interesting. That's interesting.
That's horrible. It's just, the point is the product is bad right now. And they tried to change the rules, and it doesn't seem like no one's changing in how they're approaching hitting the baseball.
Who's some of the big strikeout guys? I just looked up Chapman.
Joey Gallo, I know, is a big strikeout guy.
I'm going to check out Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, yeah.
You know who was at Chapman was at 55.
Javi Baez is a big strikeout guy.
60. No, 47 for Alonso. Who are my guys? Who? I'm
looking up Javi Baez.
Who is it? 25 guys. Come on, chat, help us out. We'll look them up. Who's? I want to know who's got 60 strikeouts. Who's a big K guy?
Javier Baez isn't. He's at 34. Then again, he only has 47 games played.
Who's a guy that just gets up and just strikes out almost every time you see him? Slater was missing. He didn't make it. Did you look up Joey Gallo?
No, I'm gonna get ready to.
All right, you look up Gallo. I will look up. I don't think there's anybody else on the Giants that have enough at bats to strike out.
Joey Gallo has 60 on the nose.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
Yes, it is. Who else would? I'm trying to think of who else is a.
Geez, Yaz had 48 and only 142 at bats. Wow. Boy, if Yaz would have played more, he would have had more. I'm trying to think. We got to find somebody. You know what? What am I doing? Let me just look at this.
Ellie De La Cruz, 74.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Wow. That's crazy.
O'Neal Cruz, 74 as well.
All right, here we go, Eric. We're just going to do this.
Baez doesn't have enough games. That's why but he would be if he played more.
Look, don't worry about looking them up, Eric.
You got it?
I got it. See the strikeouts highlighted?
Let's see. Oh, okay. There we go. Will Benson. There we go. Teoscar Hernandez. Kyle Schwarber. Ezekiel Tovar. Kyle Raleigh. Paul Goldschmidt. Julio Rodriguez. Michael Bush. Nolan Gorman.
Aaron Judge.
Randy. Of Giancarlo. How do we not think of him?
He didn't play tonight, did he?
No.
Wonder why.
Because Judge was DH.
Well, where does Judge usually play?
Center field.
Why wasn't he playing center field tonight, I wonder?
They just gave him a day off. Probably because they know probably Oracle Park is going to be a little bit taxing on the body, maybe.
So Stanton in there tomorrow, maybe?
We'll see.
Shoot. I need
Eugenio Suarez. Paul DeYoung.
Riley Green.
There's
Ryan
Joey
McMahon. Eugenio Suarez. Okay. Too many guys in this.
Matt Olson.
On my fantasy team here. Okay. There you go. How about what else we want to look at? Leaders. We got any leaders we need to look at?
Well, let's see who's leading in walks. I want to, because that's all it is, right? Strikeouts, walks, and home runs.
Judge,
he either strikes out, walks, or home runs. How about that? He's the perfect 3 true outcome guy.
Tucker, Schwarber, Soto.
Yeah, same.
That's Harper, Freeman, Guerrero, Kim, Nimmo, Wade.
There's Wade.
Riley Green is a strikeout and walk guy. Profar, Steer, Walker. Okay. Dela Cruz is on there. Yeah, see, that's the game today.
It's the home run, it's the walk, and it's the strikeout. That's all it is.
How about hits? Arias.
Oh, yeah. Arias, imagine that.
Bet.
Mookie.
William Contreras. Thank you, Mike.
Shohei, Bobby Witt, Juan Soto.
Yeah, where was Shohei? Home runs. Let's look at home runs. Oh, my goodness. Judge jumped up there.
Yeah, he's leading the league now.
Oh, he's player of the month, isn't he, for May?
Oh, easily, yeah. Easily. Shohei's down there, 14.
Wow. So, let's see how many Giants are in the top.
What? What?
Let's see. Games played is played in 55 or more games. I'll bet it's just Matt Chapman. Maybe Tyro. Anybody else? They're 29 and 29. So that's 58 games, correct?
Yeah, Chapman and Tyro. That's it.
You think that's what it's going to be?
It's those two. Yeah. Because Bailey was on the IL.
Yeah.
Ahmed's been on the IL.
55
Conforto's
games.
on the IL.
Let's see who's played in games. Okay, let's see him. Okay. So these guys have played again. Freddie didn't miss a game last year, nor did Betts. And Freeman's right up there again, 59. Okay. See if I want to see if the Chapman, 57. That's just
there
what
I
thought. Just what I thought.
I wonder where Tyro is.
We'll find out here. 56.
I'm trying to remember if he was. I don't think he hit the IL, right?
Nope. Let's see if. $55. Okay, I gotta go to the top. Schwarber. Not seeing any Giants in here yet.
Wow.
Well, so far Chapman, and that's what he was known for, is playing games.
Right.
Any Giants in here?
I'm looking for SF. I don't
didn't see
see
any.
it. No. Really?
Down to 50. Did I hit the page twice? Next.
There he is. Go up, go up. I saw an SF. Go up. Right there. Lamont Wade. No, Tyro's got to have more than that.
Wow.
Lamont Wade's got more than Tyro?
Let me see if I missed something.
Hold
here.
on. Let me just look up
Tyro's. Let me go back. I might have hit the. I think I did. Here we go. I did. I hit the. No, 54.
I'll find out right now. How many games?
Not on that. It's under 50.
56.
Tyro?
Tyro's at 56.
How did we miss that?
I don't know. Go back to number 1. Okay, go to number 2. No,
there
go
he
down.
is, 57. 57.
Oh, get counted today. Okay.
Okay, so it is. It's Chapman, both and Tyro. So
Yep.
those are the two guys that play, and that's it.
Yep.
And Wade, so the rest of your team is either injured or platooned.
Yes, there you go. That's a great exercise, Dan. That just tells you how many people are out there every single day playing.
But it's just, yeah, it's the best availability, they say, is what is it? What's that saying goes? The best. I always screw that one up. Is availability or something. But anyway.
No worries. Yeah, Robert was in here earlier, Greg.
Wow, Heroku, if he's reading that right, Soler's number 1 and Chapman number 7 in strikeouts per at bats. I get that. I see that. And Yaz is going to be added up there too, I think, Heroku. Because he struck out a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think I looked. I think he was like 38 or something like that.
Wow.
Was he 38 or 4? I can't remember. I think it was
he had 48 strikeouts.
It is 48 then. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And again.
Thank you, Mark. That's what it is. Best ability is availability. Yeah.
Best ability is availability.
And Ryan got it too. Yep. Okay. Hey, we got some T-shirts we need to get rid of, man. We should send out.
What should we do?
Some more T-shirts.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what? I gave a T-shirt out to somebody one time.
Chardol.
No, then somebody else won one, and I was going to send it to him, but I never got his email, I don't think. I should look it up.
Who the heck was that?
I should look up my email and see, because I don't really get any emails in there.
Was it Jim Thurkill? How come that's ringing a bell? I don't know. I can't remember.
Might be. Let me see. April. I'm going all the way back to April.
Gosh, I can't remember when the heck that was. That was a while back. Yeah, it had to have been in April. Wait, was it even before the season started?
I don't know.
Holy smokes, you sent me one. Thanks. Okay, that's who it was then. It was a Holy Smokes.
Oh, okay, and I sent it to him.
Okay, good.
Okay.
There we go.
Good. Probably, I can't remember what size. I think he wore a regular small or something, if I recall. But I think all I had was larges, maybe.
Yeah, I think you didn't have the XLs.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I think I found one XL. I'll show you the shirts we have if anybody wants a shirt.
Go for it. Yep. While Dan is doing that, let me find out starting pitchers tomorrow. I know you got Webb going tomorrow. Let's see who we got with the Yankees. I think they got a rookie going, if I'm not mistaken.
We got two colors here, a large or XL, actually, which is really a large. See the shirt there? Is that the one you have, Eric?
I think I got one of those. Yep.
Okay, we got that one. We got in black. And we got a blue.
Nice.
Navy.
Who the heck is that? Cody Poteet is going for the Yankees tomorrow. Cody Poteet.
Yeah, that's Andy Poteet's brother.
No, not Pettit. It's Poteet. Poteet. Poteet.
Hey, maybe we should start selling these shirts, huh?
Why not?
Anybody want a shirt? $10 plus shipping, 15 total.
There we go.
That's like cheap, real cheap. Next batch of shirts, enlarge your emblem. Yeah, just don't dry these things in the dryer.
Nope.
They will shrink, and then the emblem will get kind of funky.
It'll make for a great tourniquet if you ever get shot.
$15 includes shipping. How's that? So I'm really selling them for 10 because it cost me about 5 to ship. Any belly shirts or thongs? Yeah, you could actually Venmo me the money or PayPal me.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'll wear it, then wash it and dry it, and then Charlie can have it. Don't believe it, Sean. We talked about it already, but don't believe it. Don't believe it. He did not say he's not going to send him down. He said he's not going to.
Not anytime soon.
Anytime soon. Come on. Come on, guys. Just read exactly what he's saying.
And he just tuned in. He said,
"Oh, cool. Got you, son." Yeah, he said anytime soon. Don't believe it.
Yeah, we should have a bunch of these shirts going around. You know what? I need to get a ton of shirts, and we need to flood Oracle Park with these shirts.
We need to make it a better, though. We need to actually put like big giant NCSN on them.
Hey,
instead of just the logo.
Guys, do you guys want to do a day game? We'll come up for a day game on hold on.
Hey, Glenn, do you want to come on? Are you good to come on? We're not going to go very much longer. It's already 11:40 almost.
Do we want to come on? Do we want to do a day game on June 27th against the Cubs, a NorCal Sports Network day game, when we get about 100 seats and we'll all wear NorCal Sports Network t-shirts?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow.
We'll get a section. We'd like to welcome Section 125, NorCal Sports Network. Put us on the scoreboard.
Network.
And everybody put their helmets on as the beers and the malts are coming flying at us.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Could you imagine? We took on the section and fire, Farhan! Fire, Farhan! Fire, Farhan!
We got to bring the fire machine. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
A round of beers on me if Dan rocks a I Heart Farhan shirt.
They hate us because they ain't us. Yeah. Great way for Larry Bear to identify all giant infidels.
Uh,
Can you imagine? We could just start a different chant. We don't have to say fire Farhan. We'll say, play the kids! Play the kids! Play the kids!
by June 27th, all the kids will be gone.
That's what we're going to say. Play the kids. That's when you say it.
Yeah.
When they are gone. Yeah. I'll wear a Kapler shirt, just put Farhan's face on it instead. Yeah. So,
Niners was like, no, maybe on second thoughts. Yeah, I can understand.
Well, hey, Will B, send me Soto. I mean, Judge. Send me Judge.
For Soto.
I was looking. You need, to win this league, you need pitching. You're really lacking. That's my strength. Will, I'm looking at your team. You're last in wins, last in saves, second to last in ERA. You got to improve in those three areas if you're going to win it. I can help you. Send me Judge, and I've got some pitching I can send you. With guys with ERAs below 2.
Look at that.
I got more than one. I got more than 2.
Alex Manoah?
No, I got 3. Check this, guys. I got like three or 4 pitchers, starting pitchers with ERAs under 2.
Judge is an immovable object, says Will B.
Then you will be immovable. You will not get any higher than 3rd place. Just saying. You're already.
Injuries are going to start setting in soon. Soon. More so, I should say.
I'll be all right. Will's playing the long haul. He's going to move up. He has moved up. What place is he in now? Yes,
he has. He's in 5th place, Dan.
He's in 5th. He passed senior?
Yep.
Wow. Next on the list is Webb's Killer Whales, and then Nothing Like It. He'll be in 3rd place in a week.
Could be.
Maybe less.
The way Judge is playing? Oh, my God.
Yeah. You hear my dog snoring?
Yep. I hear it.
He's always right here. That guy's is Buster Boy right there.
How's the other dog doing?
Oh,
that good, huh?
She's all right. She's learning. I got her learning to sit. I can just keep her away from every time you walk near the kitchen. This dog's like wants to eat so bad. It's like right at your feet, and it's like a big whale. Yeah. Johnny Owen.
Thanks for the super sticker.
Thank you, Johnny.
We don't see the sticker, but thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. I bet you we could see it. Hold on. Let me look up on YouTube. See what
why can't we see it?
Because we're on StreamYard.
Well, what do you mean we're on StreamYard?
Oh, yeah, there it is. It shows a dog saying bravo. I think it's a dog or a fox. There you go.
What?
Here.
What are you doing?
Right over here.
Oh.
Look at that. Appreciate that, Johnny.
Why is it not showing tonight?
Because we're on StreamYard.
And where's that coming from?
YouTube.
Well, don't we see them all the time?
We see the super chats come through, but we can't see the stickers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, my dog's
handy graphics.
Luciano moved to 10-day DL.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. It's going to be a tough series. Again, the Giants I think if they get 3, didn't we say if they did 3-3 on this homestand, that would be good before it started?
Right.
Yeah. I think that's probably what it's going to turn out to be.
Think so?
I think they get 1, don't you?
I don't know, dude. Maybe tomorrow with that. Nope.
Webb tomorrow.
Yeah, but they're facing you got to score runs.
Oh, but who they're facing?
The Poteet kid they probably never faced before ever.
Oh, and if they haven't faced him, the Giants never do well.
Exactly. And then who did they put? Hold on, let me see real quick. Steven says, Eric and Dan, it's just one game. Giants will be back and win the series against Steven, it's not just one game. It's 3 games in a row that the offense has been god awful.
Buster,
not just one game.
You're snoring, buddy. You're snoring. Hey, Buster.
In the last 3, they're 1-2 with no offense.
Steven Ortega, Dan, this Giants team is good, right? Potential. It has potential to be good, Steven, but I don't think it's a good team. I think it's an average team, and I think their record reflects that. They're 29-29. Potentially, it has the potential to be a good team in the sense they have the chance to win 88 plus games if they would follow the NorCal Sports Network guidelines. And that is play the youth, add more to your starting rotation, get more players in the bullpen, and have the strength and the weapons. They need guys to go deep into games. They do not have a rotation. I don't think their starting rotation is good at all. I'll just say it. Logan Webb is.
Albeit Webb.
Yeah. Well, Logan Webb is a good pitcher. The rest of the 4, I don't think you're going to get a lot of mileage out of any of them. And look, Snell will do well once. I think he'll do well later in the year, but he's not going to get you deep into games. He can do well for 5 innings and hold teams to 0 or 1 run, and that's great. But then you're putting pressure on the bullpen. And Harrison, 5 innings, but he's not going to shut him. I'm
seeing it right now with Harrison.
Shut guys down. He's not going to shut guys down. Hicks, I think you're going to see more of what happened to Hicks tonight, like tonight. He's going to have a struggle to go 5-6 innings. The whatever pitcher they throw out there and place, whether it's
the 5th starter, we'll just say that.
What's his name? Is he still on the roster?
Yeah, Spencer Howard.
Okay. We'll see what he can give you. Who else is missing? There's one other spot, right?
No, that's it. Webb, Snell, Harrison, Hicks.
And okay. Yeah.
And then
I think 4 of the 5 guys don't get you deep into games. I think that wears out your bullpen. Come August, this team is going to be on fumes, the bullpen. And injuries start happening. Guys, I just don't see it. I think they're thin. I think the rotation's way thin. I'm not counting on Alex Cobb for nothing.
Nope.
And Robbie Ray, he might be able to help you at least eat up some innings come after the All-Star break. But I don't see it. I think this team here's the problem with the Giants. Guys, hear me out. Why the Giants will struggle most of this decade, I believe, because they're just not bad enough to be out of the playoff picture. Or you could put it another way, say they're just good enough to hang around. However you want to put that. And so what happens is, under Farhan, you're going to be in the race through July, trade deadline, and he's not going to make the necessary moves of trading away top talent. And so he's going to be stuck in the mud with this constant trying to go make the playoffs.
And think about this. What did they do last year, Dan, when they were in first place in the wild card? Did they make a move?
No,
yeah. So if you're in the third or just out of it, you think he's going to be motivated to make any kind of trade? We haven't seen it. There's no evidence that shows that Farhan is going to do anything to make the team better.
Right. So here's what you have to do. If you really, really, and you know what? I may be the only person out here saying this in Giants media. All these other guys out there doing their shows or talking about, Giants are a good team. They can make the playoffs. This is a year. They're going to do this, do that. Look, guys, until they choose a lane, and I've been saying this for as long as I've been on this show, and I was on Larry Krueger's show, you got to pick a lane. Either pick the slow lane for right now and go with the youth, go with the kids, and play these guys, develop them, and you're going to have some rocky times, but you're going to be building something for the future. Or get in the fast lane and start making big-time trades and trade the youth off for studs that'll get you over the hump. But right now, you're trying to thread the needle, driving down the middle lane. You're driving a little faster than the guys in the right lane, but the guys in the left lane that are guys in the middle lane, they're like, this guy's going too slow for me. Pulls around into the left lane and passes you because you think you're just going steady down the road and that you're just going to get there and you're going to go steady Eddie all the way. No, you're neither hot nor cold, In fact, there's a scripture in there about Revelation. You're neither hot nor cold. I'd rather spew you out of my mouth. That's how I feel about the Giants. Like I just spew them out of my mouth because they're not hot or cold. Just do one or the other. This middle of the road crap that they pull off. Yeah. Who is that? What the heck is that?
You like that? I've had it in there for a while. I was just waiting for the right time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Spew it out.
Spew it.
Get it out of there. Get it out.
Oh
yeah. Man.
No, I mean, am I making sense here?
Yeah, you're
the
making
Giants
sense.
are just so mid-level. They're, where are they whenever we look? 15th, 18th,
always mid,
20th,
always.
It's just where they at with the farm system? 15th, 18th. Where they at in runs? ERA 15th. They're just mid, and they're so boring.
That's it.
Just.
And just like Niner Empire, it's a year-to-year lineup. That's the lane that they've chosen. It's year-to-year. You just except for Yaz and Slater.
You know what? This is why I would do. I would trade. I would trade Webb and Duvall. Not that I love those guys, both those, but I would get young studs that are, ready to play right now. They're just coming out of AAA, and they're the stars of the future. And I would get some of those guys, and then I would just dump Yaz, dump Slater, trade Conforto, get rid of Chapman, move off of him. I'd move off of, and I would just, probably, I hate to say it, but I would trade Lamont Wade too, because he has value. And then I would just build for this future. And then I would have all these guys coming up like the Astros did and like the Braves did. And then I would just like build on that. I would have Walker Martin in 3-4 years as my shortstop with Luciano somewhere playing at a corner spot or a DH, and probably he'd be my DH and Eldridge at first. And I'd have somebody else coming up at second and Walker Martin at shortstop and Casey in his prime at third, and my outfield, I'd have Matos out there. I'd still have Lee and, maybe Ramos, or maybe I make a trade for some of those guys. I would just have every guy under 28. You remember the Dodgers teams of Ron Say, Bill Russell, Davey Lopes, and Steve Garvey, and Yeager, and Joe Ferguson, and Reggie Smith, and Dusty Baker, and I mean, trying to think, they had somebody else out there too, but they were all like in their mid-20s, late 20s, and they just stayed together for like 7-8 years because they came up as 24-year-olds and they ruled for years. And this is what the Giants never do. And I don't know. I just don't like mid. What was exciting is the Giants had these 3 young guys up and they were playing well, and we knew it's not going to last. They're going to have their marks, but if you continue to just play them by shuffling them out, when they shuffle them out, you're bringing in dog meat. I got a burp here. I had to mute the mic, though. That would have been a big one.
Yeah, there was some pressure behind that.
Yeah, there was a lot in there, man. That was a good one. I've been talking and building up
all that air.
Yeah. But it's like, seriously, we're going to do this mid-level vet stuff again? I mean,
it's coming.
Lamont Wade has actually worked himself into a really good player that is valuable. I mean, I love Lamont Wade. Don't get me wrong. He's one of my favorite players. But sell high, By the time you get really good, which could be in about 3 years, Wade's going to be, kind of on the dipping. Yeah. And also Wade, I don't know if Wade has these type of years in him consistently. He is getting better the last year or two.
Yeah.
But
because he got healthy. Now he's got a damn hammy that's going to have to deal with the rest of the year.
Yeah. And he looks
Watch him rush him back. Watch them rush him back, and he has another hammy.
That's what I said the other day. Yeah. Take the 6 weeks at minimum, Let's see. Someone says Heroku called this. I won't lie. And what was it that I'm not reading the chat? What's Heroku?
This one right here. We all knew Lee was an overpaid, but he picked San Francisco for the extra money.
Still waiting for the player that says no thanks to extra $20 million to play in San Francisco. Heroku. Snell pitched so well, the Padres missed the playoffs. I see it happening again in San Francisco. He will pitch well. He'll start pitching well, especially
speaking of which, he's pitching in the 3rd game of the series.
Right. He's going to have to go up against Stanton and Judge and Velope and Velope or whatever.
Yep.
And who else is there right-handed?
Gleyber Torres.
Yeah. So, I just see this team. Heroku, a real GM, would move Yaz, DFA Slater, move Wade to right field, and trade for a first baseman to hit 3 or 4. Yeah, they really. I mean, if you want to, that's what I've been saying is if you're going to keep Wade, stick him out in right field. I mean, seriously, you're going to go with Yaz, who hits a home run every now and then and gives you great defense, but that's about it. This team's going to be this all year.
Yep.
All year. They're not a good team. Whoever asked me that, I think it was Steven.
Sean. Oh no, Steven Ortega. That's right.
Yeah. They're not.
My bad, Sean.
They're not a good team. They're not an awful team either. They're just a meh. Why do they have the potential to be a good team? Because you can play the young guys and actually get a spark, and you can make a couple trades because you have some assets that are tradable that won't eat up your farm system. You know, yeah, you don't have a superstar on this team. You don't.
It seems like all that momentum that they built up. What was the series right before Philadelphia? Mets. They built up that momentum with the Mets and the Phillies, and now it just seems it's been just kind of wasted away now, doesn't it?
To an extent. I mean,
Feels that way, especially these last 3 games.
There was a buzz in the park tonight for the Yankees. You can hear it.
We had a lot of Yankees fans.
Yeah, there was a buzz.
A lot of Yankees fans.
At the beginning of that game, there was a nice buzz of Yankee fans. And so, yeah, happy birthday to Dave Fleming.
You know who else's birthday was today? 94 years old. Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Hey, is Willie Mays going to go down to Alabama for that game? Is he going to be there at Ricketts?
Ricketts.
Or
Rickman?
what's the name? Rickman, I mean.
Ricketts.
Whatever.
That's a damn like a disease. That's an affliction. I'm going to Ricketts.
Whatever. Ricketts. What was the
that's a good question if he is or not. I bet he does.
Yeah. Hey, wow, it's midnight.
It's already midnight, man.
We got to go. I forgot. We're late game. All right, guys. Good night tonight as far as in the chat. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back tomorrow night. It's another late game tomorrow night, guys.
Another late game, yeah.
It's a 7:00 game, so we'll probably be on about 10ish tomorrow night. 9:40. I'm going to say 9:45 tomorrow night. We'll be ready to go. Hey, our buddy Nick. Hey, Dan, FP killing Luciano on 95.7 today, and Kruger bashing him live broadcast, but bend over backwards to defend Snell, Slater, and Wisely. Yeah, you know what? These guys are just not bright to be bashing your number one prospect.
You know what I think's going on? There's something else going on. I don't know what it is. This is pure conjecture, but you got all these guys coming out saying this. I think there's something going on that they're not airing.
What,
there's something.
Like he's some kind of malcontent?
I don't know. Because something's odd about this. Because one thing that Kruko and Kuiper do is they're always high on the players. Always. Yeah, they really don't bash. They're not basher kind of guys. There is something going on, and I just don't know what
you might be. To me, this is the Trey Lance scenario, and they're just devaluing his trade value by tearing him down. It's not a bright move.
True.
It's actually the opposite of a bright move. It's a stupid move.
No, I agree.
The guy got an OPS of over 1,000. He's showing that he's a big league ready hitter. Mm-hmm. So why don't you build him up and saying we've got this guy? He's a power. He's got great power. He's going to be a huge asset for us. We think he's going to be an elite hitter when he's healthy, and you start building him up. Now you tear him down, and a team calls. You don't think that news is out there that other teams
could be
scout that, and they're going to say, "Oh, your own announcers think he's trash." So we're not giving up so and so. You want they'll undercut him. You watch, they'll trade him for something that they won't get value in return.
We'll see. I think it will eventually come out if they move on from him. If they stay with the organization, of course, it'll never come out. But if he moves on from this organization, I think we're going to hear stuff. There's something does not smell right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. What is the fire? We don't know.
Ben Bamboo says Luciano took himself out of that game after making that error last week. The mental error. It was a base hit, but I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe they feel like he just I don't know. We don't really know. And the fact
No,
that
we don't.
he-
I
the
think it's
fact-
going beyond to just what
the fact
errors.
that he needs an interpreter and all that to talk to the organization
Maybe there's some communication that's missing.
may
It's
not
just,
let me
yeah.
talk. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be with the organization a whole lot longer.
It doesn't seem that way.
I think, and it's their own darn fault. They
Yeah,
didn't develop him with another position in mind.
Right.
So,
Which is stupid.
You know what?
Stupid.
It's their own fault.
And you know what I don't understand? It doesn't Farhan value people who could play multiple positions? So why? Yeah. Remember last year they sent
him down to learn second base.
Second base, and whatever happened to that? It all kind of disappeared. I don't know why they didn't find a different position from him if they thought he was having difficulty at shortstop. Something's going on. Just don't know what.
They're just trying to. I think what's going on. This is my take. I think they're trying to justify
bringing back Ahmed,
not having him up. They want to. They're stupid enough. The Giants are stupid enough to tear him down, thinking, "Oh, if we tear him down, then when we bring back Ahmed and we bring Schmidt up or Wisely and we keep Luciano down, they'll say it's because we had to work on his fielding and he's not ready." I mean, Kruko said it last week on KMBR before the errors happened the other night. Oh, he's not ready to play. He needs to go work on his game. All before, this homestand. He was saying it last week while they were in Pittsburgh or New York.
While he was benched.
Yeah, while he was benched. And so I think they're making a case for him to be sent down. But what they're really doing is tearing down they're tearing down his value, and they're doing it. It's look, we all know how politicians speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get, whether it's the Republican or the Democrat, they get talking points, right?
Yeah,
they get talking points, and everybody says the same thing. You hear a word, you hear the same word over and over. And the word that's going around from Farhan down to the media, to the announcers is he's not ready. He's not ready. He needs to work on his shortstop. He needs to work more on, boom, boom. And they just keep drilling that.
And he does need work at shortstop. I mean,
of course he does. Yeah. Of course he does. We see that.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's the way they're going about it. That's the issue.
You didn't know that before he came up?
Right. Exactly.
You didn't know that?
Right.
Come on.
Yep.
Nick, since $5 says thank you to Nick for that. Trading Luce would be a grave mistake. His value has never been lower. Exactly.
Come on. We're talking about Farhan. When has he ever made a decent trade? Well,
Mike, there's nothing wrong with getting him more time in the minors.
It's the way they're going about it. It's the way that they're piling on him.
But my solution, now this is just me. Doesn't mean I'm right. It's just my opinion. I would have put Soler on the bench you put him on the bench for 4 games, but Soler, you didn't. And what did he do during those 4 games? Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
I would have given Luciano a day or two. You know what I would have done? I would have made Luciano I would have put him out in the field against Minaya. I would have given him 1 day off, put him in the field, and then when he came home, I would have put him at DH. So he doesn't have to go out there at home and, feel this pressure. But put him at DH a couple games. Put him at shortstop a couple days a week. That way, Soler gets some needed rest to think. Luciano gets 2 to 3 games a week at DH and 2 games at shortstop. You're limiting his shortstop, but you're also still helping him learn to develop. He's getting paid big money. I don't care how much he's getting paid. He ain't producing.
You talking about Soler, right?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, right. He's 0 for.
I don't
18.
care.
0 for 18. 0 for 18. That's the issue, to be honest with you. If you want to point to an issue, Sure. Yeah, Luciano's having some fielding errors, but the bigger issue is you're paying this guy, Jorge Soler, how much? 13 million this year, I think.
12, 13.
Somewhere around there. And he isn't doing anything. He was 0 for the series against Philadelphia, and tonight he was 0 for 2.
Yeah. Nick, another 5, says, I've had it with Kruko. He wants to defend Slater missing the cutoff. 8-year cutoff of guy 8 years in, but wants to hang Luciano. If I was GM Kruko, would be talked or traded me. Docked. I'm not sure what word's that one, Nick. Yeah, I just think it is disgusting how they treat Luciano compared to these other guys. You know, it's ridiculous, but yeah, it is what it is.
Talked to.
Yeah. Oh, talk to. Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
All right, let's close this down.
We're closing it. Yep. I got to run, man. I got, it's 12:13. So let's roll. We will see you guys tomorrow night about 9:45. Everybody have a great Saturday. We're out. Later.
Woo!